Grace and peace, everybody. Motivation Monday. And you know what I have for Motivation Monday? I have a little story, parable, if you will. You know, parables are heavenly stories with an earthly meaning. Well, I'm not heavenly, but you know, you get the picture. Now, when my girls were young, real young, and you know, as a mother, you want to have your kids in recreational things so they're not bored, so their minds can be engaged, things that's gonna, you know, improve them and make them better as human beings and as women, little women. And there was nothing in the area that I lived that was, let me say, affordable. You know, you'd have had to join a club, you'd have had to pay dues, you'd have had to pay all this money. And I didn't have that kind of money. So there was a skating rink that I would take them to. And that skating rink was in the worst part of town in New Jersey. It was in a city called Camden, right? But the girls loved it there, and they loved skating, right? Especially the baby. So the thing about this skating ring, they would have their events in the evenings, in a rough neighborhood in the evenings. And I would get them together. I even bought them their own personal skates so they don't have to use the skates at the skating rink. And I would take them. And the roads were so bad. And the neighborhood was so bad. But having something for my girls that they could enjoy was more important to me than my perception of the neighborhood, by what I had to go through to get to the neighborhood, the potholes, the bad roads, the bad neighborhood, the people on the corner, the addicts walking by. Being able to get them in a place, in their happy place, was more important to me than all the other obstacles. So I would take them there. Now, the older one was a pretty good skater. And she was about maybe 12, 13, maybe even 14. But the baby, who was about, at the time, 5, 6 years old, she couldn't skate at all. But she loved it and enjoyed it, and she wanted to be on the skating floor like her big sister. And I would watch her go out there, and every time she tried to skate, she would fall down. And she wouldn't just fall down, a little fall down. She would fall down like it looked like it hurt. And I can't skate at all. So all I could do is watch and have my heart in my hand. All these different adults and older teenagers whizzing by her. Sometimes she would fall twice, because when she falls down, they are, you know, skating over her, and she would roll a couple times. And I would go out there and I say, oh God, I'm gonna go get my baby. You know, I can't continue to watch this. This is just too much for me. And she would say, no, Mom, no, no. And I said, but Jalen, you can't skate. Why don't you just sit down and watch for a while? She's like, no, Mom, no. I may fall down. And this thing always stuck with me all these years. She said, I may fall down all the time, but one day I'm not going to fall down. I am going to keep falling down until I get it. And that shut me up. I sat my hind parts on that bench and keep watching her fall down every week, every Saturday, until one day she didn't. And this is how we have to approach life. No matter how difficult and no matter how much we fail at a thing that we desire to do so bad, we need to want the results and the ending so bad that we don't care what happens leading up to that. Because the scripture says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So you have to make up in your mind, people of God, to continue at the thing that you seem like you're failing at right now. Continue at it. Continue at it, because you will get whatever it is that God has destined for you. At the end of the day, you keep falling down, But one day you're gonna stop falling down, and you're gonna not only get up, but you're gonna stand up, and you're gonna soar, and you're gonna move. So Motivational Monday, keep at it. Yeah, you're not being successful right now. Yeah, you're failing right now, but keep at it, because the more you work at something is the better you will be. One day at a time, one step at a time. Motivation Monday. You guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.